Advice is for President Tinubu. I just want to give you some little scope, some little advice on how to make things work for yourself because I already see that you are confused, especially based on agriculture. Eléyìí tẹ́ fi iná dá Ministry of Livestock sílẹ̀. Let me just give you this small update on how to make human being more useful to yourself, more useful to this your government. This thing I'm going to tell you, I'm going to tell you for free. You should have paid for it, Tinubu, but I'm going to give it to you for free. Most of the people that are in your environment, they were just, there because of opportunity, not that they are wise. So this video can eventually get to you, President. So I want you to take it and digest it and practice it. Just try and do it. What is it? How to make people useful for your government. Eléyìí tẹ́ fi under Ministry of Livestock instead of creating Ministry of Livestock. You should have just engaged the youth of this country in agriculture. Let me teach you how you can engage the youth in agriculture. I will give you ideas of how you can use 30% of this country youth in agriculture. And if anybody can listen to this video from the beginning to the end, you will understand me clearly on my point. So, President, this is how to make people more useful for you. We have university in Nigeria, we have polytechnic in Nigeria, we have college of education in Nigeria, and each state have their universities, each state have their polytechnic, each state have their college of educations. Now, how are you going to make them useful? This is it. Each school have Department of Agriculture. Under Department of Agriculture, we have agric engineer, we have the people that fisheries, we have the people that are on farming, we have the people that are on chemical productions and fertilizer productions. So now this is how you are going to make use of every student. Each universities in Nigeria today, they have enough of lands for agriculture. Now this is what you are going to do. For example, University of Ekiti State, their Department of Agriculture, you know that all the students in their Department of Agriculture, every year, they have to produce 10,000 or 10 tons, or let me say, 10 million tubers of yams. Department of Agriculture under Ekiti State, all the students under the Department of Agriculture needs to produce 10 million tubers of yams. It is a project for them. How are they going to get it? They have HODs, they have lecturers, they have provosts, and they have students. We have 100 level to 400 level students. Each semesters, each department under the section of agriculture, you will know the exact amount of students that are in this Department of Agriculture. Then after knowing the amount of students that are there, you ask for, you give them land in the school premises. After giving them land, you don't need to give them money for now. You provide what we call seed, alagbe. When you give these students, assuming under the Department of Agriculture, they have like 500 students. These 500 students will be given 10 million seeds of yam. The federal government will provide it. When they bring it for them, then you provide enough tractors to bulldoze the land. Under the Department of Agric, we have students that are there that they are agric engineer. These students are the ones to be under the department of the tractors. They are the ones to cultivate. So, if the engineers cultivated, the people that are under plantation, they will develop themselves, they will plant. Only in the universities. That is an example. Then, as they are in this process, each student will be entitled. Each student will be entitled to so amount of money every month as their upkeep. Each student will be taking, let me say for example, you are giving each student 20,000 naira every month for their upkeep as a bonus for them working in the agriculture. I mean, being a student of Department of Agriculture. Now tell me, how many students do you think is going to be rushing down to the Department of Agriculture? More students will rush down to the Department of Agriculture because everybody we want to have more profit. We want to gain something from the government. Now they are giving them 20,000 naira every month. Anybody schooling at the University of Ekiti State under the Department of Agriculture is entitled to 20,000 naira every month, and you have already given them 10 million tubers of yam to plant. If they cultivate this land and plant this yam, surely at the end of the year they'll be having like 100 million tubers of yams after cultivating and planting. Their lecturers will be on bonus, their HODs will be on bonus. So it is no need of giving them money. You provide the tractors, you provide the seed, then the students are available to do it, then you pay them for it. And it is not stopping their education. The more they do it, next year they have more seed. You don't need to buy any seed again. They have seed already. And by next year, more students will be recruited to the what? To the Department of Agriculture again. That is only on JAMB. Imagine this thing is done in the University of Ekiti State. This thing is done in the University of Ondo State University. It is done there. Then we go to University of Osun State. It is applied in these 3 states between Southwest. Just only JAMB. These 3 states, it is applied to them. Tell me, how many tons of yams are we going to be producing in these 3 universities? Then after producing the yam, then the yam will be disbursed to federal government. Then the federal government will preserve them. After preserving them, then federal government will make sure they are sold at a cheaper rate for the people. Then if we have yam plantation in acres of land in the school premises, number 1, it will clear the bush. Number 2, it will provide more ecosystem for the environment. Then number 3, there will be more seed. Then number 4, these students will go wide in their agricultural sectors. They will have more knowledge.